Hello and welcome to this Leaguestarter guide. The build I'm showing you today is a Righteous Fire Elementalist. I tested this, I'm right now at level 79. I've just finished clearing some maps and wanted to make a conclusion how this build felt. As you can see, I made some upgrades over here with Death Rush. These are pretty cheap most of the time. Legacy of Fury, these cost a bit more. And then Rise of the Phoenix just for the +5 to maximum fire resistance. So, what is Righteous Fire? Righteous Fire is a skill. It's similar to an aura that deals burning damage around you. And so it's fire damage. And the downside of this spell is you take 90% of your maximum life as fire damage. So what you got to do is you have to increase your fire resistance as much as possible, as well as regenerate enough life. If I can show you right now, most of my life gets regenerated from the Sunstone Golem, but also from this shield, which regenerates 139 life per second. So even without the Stone Golem, I'm fine. But the Stone Golem gives me some additional regeneration. It regenerates 95 life. Then with the Flame Golem, we have increased damage, area of effect. The Ice Golem gives me increased critical strike chance and accuracy rating. I probably could drop this. Then some Chaos Golem. This one gives me damage over time multiplier and some chaos resistance. The nice thing is we need the damage over time multiplier, as a Righteous Fire deals only fire damage over time, so you can't scale it with damage to spells or increase spell damage. Only increase damage, damage over time multipliers, and increase damage over time. These are the only modifiers. Increase fire damage works as well. So using an Iron Scepter, the only good stats it has is increased elemental damage and increased fire damage. It is item level 29, so pretty bad. Over here I upgraded my helmet a bit. This one is a bit better. This one I picked up in Act 10, around there, and it has 5 sockets, or 5 linked sockets, so I'm using this. Just you can manage with a 4 link, it isn't that much damage you lose. I'm using increased area of effect. Without this, the Righteous Fire is a bit smaller, so I'm using this. For bosses, you can potentially use concentrated effect just to get more area damage. Then I'm using burning damage support and life tap support. So yeah, that's basically it for the Righteous Fire. The other rings I have, and also this one was pretty lucky. I found this and then used some essences on it and got +1 to level of all fire skill gems. So this I wouldn't expect it to find it, but there are some other good options with damage over time multiplier. So for the amulet, there are it is mandatory to get a marble amulet. The Rise of the Phoenix shield, this one is pretty important. So this is pretty cheap early on, so it's not hard to get. In solo self-found, you probably can manage with a normal shield as well, but you will miss some maximum fire resistance. Well, then for the flasks, I'm using also Ruby Flask just to get more life recovery going if I need to. And another important thing is the Quartz Flask. This one gives you phasing, and we want to path through monsters, so it is quite nice and important to get. Then the first few bigger upgrades I made is Death Rush Ring and Legacy of Fury. these just help you immensely in your clear. So I would recommend getting these as early as possible after you've gotten your Rise of the Phoenix. Then for the single target spell, I'm using Scorching Ray. This is as you can see, it's basically a flamethrower. And the important part of this skill is it applies fire exposure that applies minus 25 to fire resistance. Then we are also using, where is it? Over here, exposure, you inflict applies an extra 25 to the affected resistance. So we get minus 50 fire resistance. That's the reason I'm using Scorching Ray. Then the first essence you will get is the Elementalist Golem node. So as soon as you got this, your Righteous Fire sustain and also damage goes up by a lot, and you can just run through the whole campaign. Then this is the passive skill tree I'm using currently. Then let's see, I think, yeah, over here with the Fire Mastery, we also have Fire Exposure. You inflict applies an extra minus 5 to fire resistance. So we get minus 55 resistances when we exposure the enemy. So this is really good against bosses, and it also has a nice base damage. And the only thing that's not ideal is that you have to stand still to use it. Then is there anything else really important over here? I don't think so. The only more important notes are the maximum to elemental resistances, especially fire resistances, as you want to get a lot of this just so the righteous fire damage is as small as possible. So right now I'm at 85% fire resistance, and we also have 300% fire resistance in total. And why I said we want it with the Fire Mastery, we regenerate 1 life per second for each percent of fire resistance. Uncapped means above 0%. So we regenerate 299 life just with my fire resistance alone. Yeah, so enough talking. I think I will show you a map real fast. As you can see, with Righteous Fire, we lose the ES, so that isn't really a good defense layer for this build. And as you can see, with Legacy of Fury, there are some explosions, and these chain explosions are what makes the build feel even better. When you play through the campaign, you won't have any explosions like that. This is one of the upgrades you should get as early as possible, and then further improve your defenses so you die less often. As you can see, my gems are still leveling. I'm not that far into endgame, so I basically just went to the highest maps I currently could to show you. And as you can see, the clear is pretty nice. You just have to walk around. It's a walking simulator basically, and as long as you keep walking, you don't get hit that much. And then for the single target damage, I don't know if I have any modifiers that would cripple the single target, but yeah, it's not that great actually. Let's use, oh no, never mind. Now just press clarity there to get some more mana regeneration for longer fights. You need it. Oh, is he? Oh, so yes, Warlord's good. That's the reason he's not down. Well, he's affected by a tormented spirit, so can stand a bit further back. And as I said in the beginning, you could also use the, how is it called? The concentrated effect. This would also help you get through the bosses faster. But yeah, everything else is just really smooth sailing in mapping. So you run around with Death Rush, you get life on kill and also adrenaline on kill, which increases your Righteous Fire damage even more. Then with Legacy of Fury, we have these nice explosions. If you have a lot of monsters we go into, as soon as one dies, most of the time all other monsters die as well, pretty soon after. Then how did the build feel? So far, the build felt pretty good, especially in campaign with Scorching Ray. I didn't have any problems with the bosses. Most of the time they went down so fast. I was very how is it called in English? I was a bit confused because when I played Righteous Fire Chieftain with Fire Trap, I always felt the boss damage really lacking. And that wasn't the case with the Elementalist and with Scorching Ray, so I can really recommend trying this build. Then for maps, especially early on, it really was nice quality of life, and I think I can go for some tankiness upgrades because yeah, I'm using just some basically trash I picked up from the ground. So as you improve your defenses, I think this build will feel really nice. And yeah, that's basically it for the build. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more such Leaguestar test videos, leave a comment and a like and subscribe. Bye!